Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf with Phil and Dave, the movie talk show where each week one of us takes a movie off our shelf, presents it to the other, and discusses it at length. This week we've got coming off of Dave's shelf 2008's Quantum of Solace, the second of the Daniel Craig Bond movies. This time directed by Mark Forster and written by Paul Haggis.
It's
more to
Haggis.
talk about, of course. But David, here we are. Welcome back. Why this movie? Why now?
This really can't come to any surprise that this is coming off the shelf.
No, it was, you led me down the primrose path with this one.
Yes, indeedy. And it's a movie, I haven't seen for probably at least over a decade.
Okay.
It's a movie that I think I liked,
Oh, yeah.
but don't really remember much of it. A lot of chases,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I recall,
Yeah.
which is true. And I figured I'd expose you to a little bit more 007, just get all the Daniel Craig of it all in there.
And I appreciate it.
First of all, right out of the gate, we have a new intro, obviously, a new song,
Yeah.
Mr. Barry White,
Jack White.
Jack White,
and Alicia Keys.
Yes, quite a duo.
He's pretty popular. I've not really ever been a White Stripes Jack White fan, but he does the Conan O'Brien intro music, which I assume you love.
Yes. Well, I don't love it.
You
but
love it.
I'm
You love
aware,
everything about it.
I'm aware it's White Stripes. Right?
Sure, yeah.
But I didn't realize Jack was involved in that.
Yeah, he's the white in the White Stripes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the color. Like paint.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a double entendre.
Okay. I've been thinking about a lot of paint lately. Yeah. I'm trying to pick up the right blue for my basement.
Oh, interesting.
Actually.
Okay.
So if you have any thoughts or ideas, please share after the
I'm
episode.
colorblind, so dark and light is all I have to really to offer.
Okay. Once again, Philip is no help.
No help.
What are your thoughts around if you want to compare this to the last one, which we're going to do?
We have to.
We have no
But I mean, that's
choice.
not going to be the
No.
meat of the whole
No.
episode.
Well,
but-
maybe it will be. I
But
don't
the
know.
reality is, yes, it is a sequel of sorts.
You loved the cards last week. You loved the Chris Cornell.
You mentioned you didn't really care for.
Eh.
But I like him generally. I like his voice generally. And so putting him into that, then I was kind of on board. What I will say about these two now is that neither seem to have the replayability.
Song-wise?
Song-wise.
Okay.
Yeah, strictly, I'm just talking about the song.
Okay.
The history of this franchise and the songs.
Live and let die. It's Guns N' Roses. did that.
Exactly, yeah.
Not the original.
No, the original. But that kind of song has sort of stood the test of time.
Use Your Illusion 1, I believe it's
Yep.
on. Yeah.
Yep. And
Columbia House. Just,
McCartney, Carly Simon, as I said, Duran Duran, Aha, right? Like these iconic songs that have been could be played on the radio and be part of your life. This song and the one prior, while I liked Cornell's whatever that song was, it doesn't stick. But I would listen to Tina Turner's Goldeneye.
Of course.
I can listen to that on the old earbuds.
Are you wired or not wired?
I'm wired ear to ear,
Okay.
but it's Bluetooth after.
Got you. Okay. Now, luckily, the movie itself has some replayability. Or does it? Stay tuned and find out. I really only remember the end 10 minutes.
Really?
I watched this movie probably, I want to say 3 or 4 times
Okay.
in my whole career on Earth.
Okay.
And the last one has probably been roughly a decade.
Okay.
I assumed I enjoyed it, but I wasn't really sure. So I was curious to see if I liked it upon this watch, and along with your input, which I value. I want to say I do value your input.
History's proven.
Once in a while.
Yes.
Yeah. Once a season, usually.
Yeah. You get it every week, but value it sporadically at best.
Let's talk a little bit about Mark Forster. Can we?
Yeah, we can.
We can. I don't have a lot to bring. I'll tell you that because I looked at the list of movies that he's done, and I have not watched any of them.
None.
Not even Monsters Ball, which I heard was a little overrated by somebody. Now,
you may have heard that from me.
Yes.
That movie
true?
won Halle Berry an Oscar.
Good for her. I think she should have won it in Swordfish. Just saying. She did great work in that. Great work.
You know, the whole ad campaign for Swordfish was basically like, you get to see my boobs.
Yeah, of course.
That was the whole thing. I remember her being on
I have the DVD, buddy.
the MTV Movie Awards with Jackman and Travolta presenting the award, and made some allusion to, if you want to see these, you'll have to go to the movie. What a just bold maneuver.
Yeah.
And I never saw that movie.
I own it, and it probably did not survive the garage sale because of that.
Yeah,
Some
sure.
kid came along and like, I know.
I know what's up.
It was a DVD with a flap.
Yeah.
Just so
Absolutely.
you know.
Warner Brother Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing that. So Mark Forster, I have to say, when I saw his name on the credit, I thought,
Uh-oh.
what is this guy doing directing this movie? The idea that the directors, to my memory, are interchangeable, that there is no specific definitive repeat customer type of director, seems it all for hire kind of situation. And we had talked about the hiring of Denis Villeneuve might put a sort of an auteurist stamp on a movie that so far I hadn't thought that this series kind of has. And, you know, I knew Forster from Monsters Ball, obviously, this very kind of heavy-handed, racialized sort of storytelling. And World War Z, maybe more familiar to something like Stranger Than Fiction, and recently A Man Called Otto. I think this guy is not a good director, or at least attaches himself to projects that I do not particularly care for. So
This sounds like something you've put some thought into.
well, I just knew the guy, and I thought this doesn't bode well. Now,
So we're in trouble already.
but just the idea of how does a guy like this, who's directed something like Finding Neverland, this quiet movie about J.M. Barrie, who wrote Peter Pan.
Did they find it?
They did.
No, okay. So I guess I'll have to watch it now.
Which is like a totally mediocre, sappy drama. And Christopher Robin, another one, right? And he gets this Bond movie. It just strikes me as odd. Do you think that this director, generally speaking, when it gets specific, do you think he was up for the task compared to the last movie or compared to some of these? How are these action sequences? How did this movie play out stylistically?
Well, from that perspective, Phil, I think he was a little overambitious,
Okay.
overstepped, I
Sure.
might say, trying to do too much.
Okay.
Sometimes too much it's too much. It's too much. I'll come out and say it.
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed with his thought process, what he wanted to do with the movie, what the final product was going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this multiple times that there is a good movie in this, but I really mean it for this.
Okay.
I think if they re-edit this movie,
Oh.
it's a lot better.
You think it's an editing problem?
I think it's
Like a structure
mostly.
problem?
I would say it's
Really?
the problems I have with this movie are 90% editing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think there's good stuff. I think it's a good film.
Okay.
Like
Bold.
despite that,
Sure.
but it could have been a lot better. So, and I think it comes down. I mean, someone has to take responsibility for this, and it comes down on Mr. Forster.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
Forster. Yeah.
ultimately,
Yeah.
he's got
his name.
he's
on
got
the
to
top.
answer for this.
One thing I will say, when we're talking about responsibility, some of it has to go to Mr. Paul Haggis, in addition to Neil Purvis and Robert Wade, the three credited writers.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul Haggis
Yeah, let's
Is,
pin it on him.
is a fucking joke.
Wow.
He sucks.
Okay.
And the fact that,
I don't have any history on what he's done.
well, you know, David, there was a story I told not that many weeks ago about getting so mad at the 2006 Academy Awards that I stormed out of my
Walked
house.
out of his own
my
home.
own house, leaving people watching the television wondering what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was so mad because that was the year of Brokeback Mountain, Good Night and Good Luck, Capote, Crash, the writer-director of Crash.
Took it home.
Took it home. Best Picture. I think he won Best Director, Best Writer. Like, it was just the worst.
Are you an outlier on this, or was this a common thing where people were really surprised that it won, or disappointed, or upset?
I think
or is
that
this just a you thing?
it's partly me for sure. I think history has not been kind.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when some people watch that movie and they think, wow, really deep, and smart people think, wow, really cheap. And that's ultimately what I thought. It was like so razor thin, but emotionally hitting the beats. There's a little girl that dies in a gun and not a gun. And like,
So my kind of movie, really.
yeah, thin and easy to.
I like thin and easy.
Yeah.
Was Sarah Polley in that?
No.
I'm getting mixed up with something
Sandra
else.
Bullock was in it. Ryan Phillippe, Matt
Ooh.
Dillon,
Did you like Ryan?
Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a garbage movie. History's not been kind to. And I was even more disappointed because he also, I think, wrote $1 Million Baby, which is a movie I hated as well.
Okay. Well, Philip, what movie am I thinking of Sarah Polley? Do you know? There's a car involved.
As a Go that you're referring to?
Go.
Yeah, early 2000s.
That's what I'm getting mixed up with. I've got Go mixed up with Crash.
98 maybe? 98,
Yeah.
99, somewhere in that region.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Well, Crash sucks, and Paul Haggis is a hack.
Okay, but Go was great. Go was great.
Sure.
Yeah, anything with
Doug
Sarah
Lyman
Polley.
directed that one.
There you go. We love a Doug Lyman film, don't we?
Yep.
What we also like, Philip, if we can get into the film now, if you don't mind.
Sure.
We can't avoid it forever. It immediately gets into a car chase right out of the gate.
And this you told me about. You, not necessarily the car chase specifically, but you said this last week that the structure of these movies is always something and then the title sequence. And so I knew that I kind of anticipated that this was going to open with something happening,
and this was
the something.
That's just something. Last week we talked about the something first.
Yes.
So this time we talked about the Jack White of it all.
Changing it up. Exactly. You jump right to the music.
Couldn't help it.
And now we're changing it
Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. Love Alicia. And this is where the editing right from the start, the quick cuts.
Yeah.
It doesn't allow you to sink your teeth into anything that's happening on the screen. It's too much for your brain even to compute. So really, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah. My note is really like a car chase right away. I wrote uninspired. Like there's just nothing exciting about it.
And even with your favorite type of scene, which is a trunk, we have your old pal, Mr. White.
Yeah.
Which I made sure I just kept that under wraps.
Yes.
That we would see Mr. White again.
Mr. White. Yep.
But this is new to me because the Pierce Brosnan was very episodic.
Yeah. My understanding of Bond historically has been one and done. It's like self-contained stories.
But this seems to be a carry-on.
Yeah.
And when I watch shows today, I enjoy the fact that Bosch, which there is a spin-off coming.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Ballard.
Yeah, okay.
With Maggie Q, if you're interested. And every season is a thing.
Yes.
In the 80s and 90s, MacGyver, A-Team.
Maybe you get a two-parter at most.
At most, or maybe like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like the Borg in Star Trek, right?
Sure.
That was a big cliffhanger, a big thing. But generally, everything stands on its own. People over time, characters develop.
A couple thematic elements will continue throughout.
Someone gets married or some changes happen that carry through. Yeah. But generally speaking, it's a brand new episode every time. So to have the continuation, if you will, is something that surprised me at first, but I kind of was okay with it and got on board with it. Because you want to tell a story that's longer than 2 hours.
Yeah, that surprised me.
One bad guy per movie.
New girl, new bad guy, and blah, blah, blah happens, and the movie's over, and it starts again, reset.
Yeah, like I sort of alluded to last week, levels of bad guys. And they're sort of, get the little fish, and then you're getting up towards the big fish.
Which another was a surprise. Again, Mads not being the bad guy, really.
Not really. Just had an eye problem, asthmatic, money issues, gambling problems, so forth and so on. Just a regular guy, really.
Actually sounds a lot like me in my 30s.
That's Phil. Phil's the bad guy here. But what I don't like about it is it can kind of, what's the word? It starts with C, convolute. Is that right? Is that the right word?
Convolute the process.
Yeah.
I was very surprised to find that this making specific reference to and having connective tissue to Vesper, Mr. White, even our old pal Mathis showing up at some point. Whom, so these are things where I'm like, oh, it's more of that continuation than I would have anticipated. And again, I don't know if that continues, but
I'm not going to tell you.
A little bit, I thought of like Halloween 2.
Oh, yes, that's right. And you have to answer a question for me this week.
Hit me.
Was this movie better than Halloween 2? I know it's tough to compare. They're completely different genres. And you've been watching Halloween for years.
Yes.
So it's more of a question of how you felt about this versus the last one versus how I felt about Halloween after Halloween,
Strangely, if I remember, I think you liked 2 more than I did because 2 was pretty low on the
overall scale.
Ranking. I thought Halloween 2 started strong and fell apart after.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I didn't like the kills. Thought they were pretty unimaginative, unless the heat,
the bathtub,
the hot tub there. That was great. Yeah. This one, I think, is maybe even more disappointing than Halloween 2.
Okay.
Because
because we're coming in strong from
That's
Casino,
the thing. I think
right?
my love of Halloween 1 is built in for 25 years, like you're saying, 30 years of watching it, more than that probably.
I think masterpiece. You may have used that term.
Yeah, absolutely, a perfect film. But this, I was so surprised by how much I enjoyed Casino Royale that I was kind of pumped for this one. And ultimately, we'll get into the specifics, but I think this movie's a mess. And I think that it struggles to have any of the highs I felt while watching Casino Royale This one does not deliver.
Now, you said it's a mess.
Yeah.
Would you go as far as to say it's a hot mess?
That's my hot take.
Hot take, hot mess.
Yeah.
I want to disagree with you, but I'm going to try to salvage it. I'm going to try to see if I can find that good movie in here, because I know it exists. I just think it does take a complete re-edit to make it good, but there are some elements I did still like. The character itself, the growth, or lack thereof, of the Bond character, the other characters, the supporting cast of it all. We have some new faces, but I'm going to have to bring it back to Mr. White, though, Philip.
We have to.
We have to.
We just got to.
He's this whole movie is sort of...
It's begun because he is the mastermind.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Well, for now.
For now.
For now. We might level up. I don't know. I'm not telling you. But after the car chase...
We realize
Mm-hmm.
he's in the trunk.
He's in the trunk. Well,
Yes. Yeah. And I think he fell in love.
Yes. Hard not to. So they take him. Where are we? Do you know where we are? What country? It's gorgeous. Italy? Maybe again? For the fourth time? Fifth time? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. They're in a sewer. That's really more that matters. I wouldn't say sewer. Is that a sewer? What is that?
Are they in a sewer?
They're below ground.
Okay.
I feel like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Sure. They're definitely in some sort of bunker, maybe.
Yeah, something.
Hideout.
Yeah, hideout of sorts.
Tough to say.
No traffic coming through.
Yes.
That's the big
Yes.
thing. But
They've
there's a
quieted
lot.
down.
There's a lot going on outside
Of course.
with the horses. More horses.
Yes,
I believe they're
that's
horses.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's a thing happening.
Yes.
That's what's going on there.
Some sort of derby,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah, it's a horse derby. But they need to question Mr. White. They want answers. They want answers.
That's right. He's the only person that James Bond didn't kill in the last movie. So
Yes,
there's
he
from-
tried not to kill them, but how do you feel about this little chat with Mr. White?
I was surprised to see him, and
Really? After the end of last movie, you were surprised to see him?
I assumed he would have died.
Okay. You're thinking you're getting into a brand new movie.
I think I'm getting into a brand new
Oh.
movie, right? Again, I don't know that this is a larger story. So when he pops the trunk and they are interrogating him, I'm like,
Voila.
oh, this is interesting. I didn't expect that.
Okay. Good. You're on your toes. You're on the edge of your seat.
That's right. And he has the one moment I really like in this opening part is where he is laughing at M
Ooh, you don't.
for the overconfidence
You shouldn't laugh at him, but
that they have. It's like, we have people everywhere and you don't even know us. And then one of their security guards,
Mitchell
shoots the other one.
Yeah.
At first I was like, well, that's clever. I like that.
Yeah.
And upon further reflection, I think you've got the leader of MI6 and the potentially whom everybody can assume is the greatest spy in the history of the game.
Top 10 at least.
6 inches away from you. Why has it taken this long? Why are you not killing M? If this guy has been her right-hand
Wow.
person for 8+ years or something.
8 years. Mitchell was 8 years.
8 years. You're going to shoot the least potent person in the room.
Terry.
Terry.
Yeah, he shot
Exactly.
Terry.
He killed Terry.
Yeah, he killed Terry.
And you're
Terry had it coming, though.
and you're getting nothing out of that. You're
Terry took his lunch. Terry for 8 years. Terry was taking
every
Mitchell's
day.
lunch. That's a good point.
So right away, this
You're
movie
out.
doesn't make sense.
You're done. You're
It's fine, but I'm like, again, you're setting this up as high stakes, and that's such the silliest thing I could think of.
it happened so fast. Now,
8 years, like you haven't had a chance to assassinate the head of the British intelligence.
I could explain that.
Please.
You need her because that's where you're getting the information.
Okay.
There's no point in killing her because they're just going to replace her with somebody else. So that just seems pointless. So you're there just to kind of have ears, a fly on the wall.
Okay, I'll accept. That's actually
Thank
totally
you.
reasonable.
Whew, that's a rare one. When you're in that situation, Phil, I like to see how you react. I'm going for Terry.
Because you really like your lunch.
Yeah, I did. As we talked about in the Insider, it is the best meal. The lunch
You got it.
is the best.
Yeah.
But what this does create is chase number
Chase
2.
time.
Yes. Now, this will be a bit of a theme. We've gone car already. Check mark car chase.
Yes.
Now we can check mark foot chase.
Yep.
Him and Mitchell go at it. And one thing that I did appreciate from Casino Royale, just a quick note, was
Parkour.
no. No. Later, the stairwell scene, I went on record saying I love a stairwell scene, and I'm going to back that up right now, is Bond went through the door, stopped, wait for him to come to the door, and pointed his gun at him. Great move.
Yeah.
Mitchell should have went to that school because that's all he had to do,
That's
right?
it.
He went through a few doors. He just has to turn around, wait for him to come. Bond doesn't have a gun, and just you're done.
Yeah.
That's always bothered me that they don't do that.
Yeah. It's questionable kind of structure.
Yeah. Now, it makes sense for Bond to ring the bell.
Yeah.
Might confuse a few people. Oh, is it church time?
Yeah, I thought this chase generally went on too long, but I like the ending of it. I like the hanging upside down, shooting kind of into camera as he's looking up.
Okay.
As he's dangling.
You like that?
I thought that's from the trailer. I kind of have a memory of that image from the trailer. I like the scenic, up on a roof and in the rooms and then whatever, the sort of structure of it, but I didn't find it was edited, to your point, all that interestingly, and stylistically wasn't. It was also, this movie's very brown.
It is very brown.
I found the movie is sort of lifeless at times because of it.
I liked it.
Kind of elevate.
I liked it, but it does run into that potential problem.
Now, I'm also, as I mentioned, colorblind, so I mean, there could have very well been.
Yeah, that's right.
Very vibrant.
It was green, actually. That last scene wasn't in the desert, Phil. It was actually in the Amazon.
That's right. So
8 years, though, Mitchell. 8 years, and M had no idea, and they're pulling up all the information on him and all that stuff. They mosey on back to London, where it's a little bit less brown, but rainy.
Gray.
Yeah, very gray. But what was really cool, I thought, was the technology when they go into this room with this giant sort of display unit in the middle and their touch screen. I think that's really cool. I think they did a really good job with that.
Yeah, it's always really clever. And it's cool what you're doing now because it's not too dissimilar to stuff that we're seeing now with obviously AI and VR and, this ability to interact with things. There's a game, Maestro, that just come out and it uses hand tracking. You don't even need your controllers. You just have to wave your hands and it knows where you are.
Like Bob Cobb.
That's right. Maestro.
But what happens in London, if correct me if I'm wrong, they do get a lead, luckily. And it takes them to one of your favorite places, Haiti.
Yeah, who can hate Haiti?
It's not on my top 10 destination list.
Port-au-Prince.
Port-au-Prince, lovely this time of year, where we get to meet your favorite gal.
Yeah.
Olga, somebody.
Kurienko.
Kurienko.
She sucks.
Yeah.
She's fucking terrible.
Generally.
Oh, my God. Well, this is the only other movie now that I've seen her in.
So I don't think are we at 3 strikes you're out? I think we're at 2 strikes.
Just 2. I couldn't stand it.
I have another on the shelf with her in it.
Oh, my gosh.
No. 3 strikes. She was in Max Payne.
Wow.
She played the sister.
That is a very deep cut, and I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
But then that is 3 you're out. I think we can't ever touch her again.
You're right.
Oblivion, she was absolutely the worst part about it.
No chemistry.
And
Tom's got to take some responsibility for
course.
that, though. Okay?
But I think it's now that I've seen this, she has 0 with him.
Yeah.
And I think that Strawberry Fields, Gemma Arterton, and Eva Green from the last movie both had far more chemistry with him than she does. And so my issue is now with her specifically. She sucks.
She's
not
great.
And everything she's saying in this movie, her entire performance, I think, is absolutely terrible.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think this has been,
it's been well litigated. I mean, my note is honestly like Olga sucks.
But don't you think she'd be really good in a boat chase?
If she was going in the opposite direction and I didn't have to chase after her, then yeah, she's terrible.
Okay.
I think any emotional weight. We talked last week about Eva Green in the shower after the emotional breakdown of what happened.
You were, yeah.
And I don't know. I was like, I thought that was really good performance.
That was your favorite scene.
It really was.
Sucking on a finger.
Yeah,
it's a good move.
And this movie tries to do something very similar later on, nearing the end, where she has experienced this trauma and she's wrestling with her villain, her bad guy, as it were.
She's got her whole thing going on.
And she's sitting in a corner, effectively trapped and hamstrung by the story. And there is so little life or interest by this point.
What if he had sucked on her finger, though?
What if they put her in a trunk?
And sucked on her finger.
And then sucked on a finger. You might get something happening here.
But that didn't happen,
But
Philip.
no, Olga, I was so disappointed when I saw the name. I shouldn't say it. I had low expectations when I saw the name because I remember how much I disliked her in Oblivion.
But you were willing to give her...
But I was willing to say this is a Tom problem. It's a script problem.
Yeah.
Like I said,
giving another chance. She's got one more strike.
I completely forgotten about Max Payne. But I just think she's bad in this. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I thought she's bad.
I would love to go to bat for her. I would, but it's... but I can't. Okay, and I won't. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make excuses for her. I don't want to pour on too much onto your wound here. But we also get to meet what we think is going to be the bad guy of this movie.
Yeah.
Because she runs back to him.
Sure. He ultimately is the bad guy of this movie.
Yeah.
Ultimately. Like there isn't really anyone above him at this point.
Well, we don't know where Mr. White is.
I guess, but, Mr. White can't. He better not be 5 movies worth.
I don't know.
They had him twice. They could have killed him.
Not going to tell you, but what are your initial thoughts? We'll get to your, we'll see if you swing a little bit later. But this is our feature bad dude.
Yeah.
What's your first impression of him?
Not great.
Not great.
He kind of has a Mads vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Foreign accent, wide-eyed.
His eyes were a little bit odd.
Yeah. Like always just sort of weirdly broadened out. And to me, these movies are kind of what I think of when I think of these movies. I think of, again, the villains and the girls, the gadgets,
the travelogue, which is one thing they've been getting right.
Yeah. But again, because they're going to these brown gray places this time, I'm like, I'm not getting that. The woman is, regardless of attractive or not, just completely terrible in terms of performance and actor. And then this villain, I think, is so generically milquetoast, bland performance.
I don't think his performance is that bad. I just don't think he has a lot to work with.
No chemistry like himself. Like, he just has no, there's just nothing. He's very flat and boring to me. And he never rose above that. I'm like, okay, he's the quiet, malicious type.
He's a jerk.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
We've all known.
I wouldn't be friends with him.
I'm sitting on a couch next to one. It just happens. But I, as a performer, as a character, I just don't know that there's anything there.
All right.
I do like that the Bond was introduced as a geologist.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if Pacino has anything to say about that.
You know what? I'm going to make a quick note on Pacino.
Yeah.
From Glengarry Glen Ross. I talked about not being a big fan of his dialogue.
You did.
The whole thing.
Yep.
I was in the kitchen opening up a cupboard. This is shortly after, some changes in my life with work and stuff.
Yep.
I got it. Yeah. Everything he said just clicked with me.
Yeah.
And it was a brief moment. Like I get it.
I get it.
I get it now. And it was such clarity. I'm like, man, it was just an interesting moment I had in the kitchen. I normally don't have interesting moments in the kitchen.
No. Not like the Wygans?
No. I've had a few fights in the kitchen though.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Usually it's my fault. But anyways, back to the movie, and let me look at my watch. It is time for another chase. Exactly. We've checkmarked car, foot. So what do we have left here? Well, we have a boat. So let's
hit the water.
Do that.
Hit
yes.
the seas.
I love it. I absolutely love a good boat chase. Patriot Games, if you recall.
Oh, yes.
Striking distance.
Yeah.
I've brought a lot of
river
goodies off the shelf when it comes to transportation in the ocean or the waterfront, wherever.
White Squall eventually coming off of my shelf.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Isn't what's his face in that?
Jeff Bridges.
Okay, I was thinking of Dennis Quaid. Okay, back to the boat. Bond. When I say he, I mean Bond. Thinks he's doing the right thing and saving the girl.
Yeah,
that's his instincts. She wants this guy.
El Presidente.
Because he caused some trouble for her family.
Yep.
Killed her parents, from what I gather.
Killed her father and then raped her
and
brother. And
she does not like that.
She's not a fan.
No, and she wants revenge, which is a bit of a theme in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have a parallel revenge theme.
That I think is actually good, interesting storytelling.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's executed well, but in terms of a plotting element,
absolutely.
If she was a better actor and there was better writing to get there, I was like, this is the story.
If they do the other 18 things right, I
think about Last of Us Part 2, have you played that or watched
No,
the
I haven't.
Yet?
No.
Right. Well, to spoil it, it basically is a revenge tale told through 2 different perspectives.
Okay.
And they kind of go on their separate ways to revenge a connected thing between these 2 characters, but they're on separate paths converging. Parallel until their convergence, and you're like, okay. And then you get to pick whose side you're on and some nuance and some interesting emotional pathos in the middle of that.
Sounds good.
This doesn't do that, unfortunately. They stay so far sort of separate to one another that there isn't that, except for that one scene in the cave, which I think just doesn't offer the weight to her saying, you have to tell me what it's like to when you solve the revenge, right? Like that kind of thing.
I'm not even sure that's a cave. I don't know what makes
a
a
sinkhole.
cave a cave. A sinkhole. Okay, there's a difference.
Well, it's under the ground.
All right. Well, you know who isn't under the ground is Felix, because he's in the sky.
Yeah, he's hanging out. Another character I was surprised to see come back.
Yeah, yeah.
At this point, I kind of figured he might.
All
but
the greats come back.
but
You know
I-
how much I loved him in the first one.
You didn't like him in the first
That's
one.
right. I
And
didn't.
I liked him enough in the first one. He wasn't, I like him as an actor. But he's completely wasted here.
This is
This whole
'cause I knew that.
subplot is wasted to me.
The CIA.
The CIA bit. What's your deal on the Langley? What's your thoughts on this?
Only enjoyed it because
Inclusion.
his buddy there,
David Harbour.
David Harbour. I worked with a guy that is borderlining on doppelganger.
Wow.
The way he
Okay.
looks
Yeah.
and the way he speaks. He's
Yeah,
got a
one of
very
the characters
deep,
there.
distinct voice,
Sure.
and he's a wonderful person in real life, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard he's a monster.
Oh, okay. What are the odds? I got it wrong. I mean, this is pretty common probably in real life and real politics and all that. Is they're willing to get their hands a little bit dirty if if they get what they want, they'll turn the blind eye.
Yep. It's the way they work in criminal cases too, right? You get the low guys,
Yep.
give them immunity so that they can topple the big guys.
It's all about the size of the fish.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I had fish last night for dinner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was the size of that one?
It was pretty thick.
Okay.
It took 25 minutes to cook.
Are
in
you
the oven.
searing it?
I put it in the oven. I bake it at
Bake it,
405.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I marinate it randomly with whatever I can find, little oil and black
the
pepper.
fish?
Salmon. That's my go-to.
That's fair.
Yeah, pretty staple. Atlantic farmed. Lived a happy life. Let's get to a showcase scene.
This is my favorite scene in the movie.
Okay, well, okay, take it easy. Geez, shit, I might just agree with that.
Wow.
Oh, that was hard
Slim
to say.
pickings, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's
but
true. That is true. This is the one good scene of the movie.
I think that it.
No, I'm just kidding. I think part of the reason why it's so good is the editing in this section allows you to follow along and understand what's going on.
Yeah, for me, it's the things that I think of when I think of James Bond. I think of spying. I think of It's the gadgetry, the cleverness of calling them out because he's got their wire.
Yeah, he's plugged in.
And he's listening to their conversations. He then interrupts them so he can signal that these eight or so
you
people,
should meet at a better place and
right?
start getting up.
So they all start getting up. The gadget's clicking in, right? And so he's ahead of the game. He's doing appropriately.
You're doing a great job.
A spy thing. He's not just shooting right? Like, so it's like, oh, here is the spy version of what Bond is or could be.
Yeah.
And I thought all of that was really well executed, as well as listening to these assholes talk about the ways in which they're going to kind of overtake everybody. It's not quite the opera scene from Tenet, of course, which is very visceral as well. But I thought the intercutting was really interesting too.
He did execute one person, a bodyguard of one of the guys.
That's right.
So he's not going to get through this without one body count, or he wouldn't be James Bond. That's okay.
Yeah. This is the sort of scene where they intercut between what's happening on the stage. This is the only part of the sequence of the movie, where I thought there's a style being implemented. I don't really love it necessarily, but I think it's perfectly functional and like it works.
Intercutting can work. Intercutting cannot work. And I told you in the beginning of the movie, when they have the horse stuff happening outside, and I did not like that.
No,
that was just dysfunctional.
Yeah. The worst intercutting I've ever seen in my life, which we hopefully will never get to, is Episode 1, Star Wars, Phantom Menace. It's the worst.
I'm glad we were able to, latch on like a nipple to this scene. It's a good one.
Yeah.
And I think
doesn't work out well though.
No.
She's not happy.
She's peeved.
Yeah.
She's peeved, but before she's peeved, well, she's always peeved. Let's be honest. She's not ever.
She has been peeved the entire time.
Yeah, she's more upset than normal, and she does something a little rash, in my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Cuts off his credit cards.
Not pretty.
Not pretty. Yeah, he's trying to get a flight out and cannot. So what do you do, Philip? When
you need friends.
You need friends, and he doesn't have a lot.
Not a lot. He doesn't. He says at the beginning of the movie, "I don't have friends," but he's got one. Turns out,
your best buddy.
This was a shock.
Well, you were surprised to see Mr. Mathis.
Yeah, and I was really disappointed.
How so, and why?
To me, it's like retcon. I don't know the plan for this movie. I have no idea if it was always going to be Mathis and he was built in from the ground up. But watching the movie in its totality, and certainly coming off of Casino Royale last week, where he's the bad guy, or at least a two-timer.
Swings both ways.
Yeah. Gets tasered and dragged off to nowhere.
Happened to a friend of mine.
Assuming to be not seen from again.
You're so naive, Philip.
That these people are coming back.
So naive.
But to me, I'm thinking He put Bond in some pretty questionable situations and lost a lot of money. So he's not a good person. So the fact that he just shows up magically here and is only in the movie for 9 minutes feels very like, we don't know how to solve this problem, because I don't buy that relationship at all.
The way I understand this lifestyle is you don't really ever have friends. They're your friends when you need something. And Mathis can provide a service that he needs so that he has to buddy-buddy with them. They can have a joke, have a glass of wine. Is the wine expensive? We're not really sure.
Yeah. As an actor, I have no real problems other than just like I don't buy that relationship, and I was surprised to see him.
I think you're nitpicking.
I think it's bad storytelling.
I think you have it out for him.
I think
I
it's
don't know
bad
why.
storytelling.
Well,
and if I'm nitpicking a bad story point, I stand by
it. Nonetheless, he gets the passports he needs from his good temporary friend Mathis, so he can go where he needs to go.
Yeah. To a dinner party.
Yes.
With some shitty people.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
But he gets to meet the beautiful
Strawberry Fields.
Strawberry Fields.
Nice name.
It's a cute name. Gemma Arterton.
Yeah.
Very pretty girl.
Very pretty. I feel like I've seen her somewhere, but I couldn't put a finger on it.
Yeah, me neither, but I was impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a finger I would suck. That's a finger, even a thumb. I would even downgrade to the thumb.
Yeah.
If push came to shove.
One of the things that we talked about that I don't think this movie does enough of, and I think I would find it a more interesting movie if it did, is this idea of forgiveness, of revenge. When Mathis and he are having this quiet moment as Mathis is dying in his arms and asks, do we forgive each other? And then you can forgive yourself. If this story could better entwine the dramatic impulses of the character and the story and the gravity of what's happening with the action set pieces, and the travelogue, like all the gadgetry and all the fun stuff,
it was all well blended in the first one. Yeah,
that I thought was well executed. And this, I just think, here's a moment. Okay, is it Bond reckoning with what he lost in the first one? Is that the impetus for the second movie? And it isn't really, but it touches on that it is supposed to be. The movie doesn't respect itself or respect that storyline enough to spend enough time in it.
Had he said, Mathis, with his dying words, don't let it end this way, you know, like from Star Trek 6, Gorkin.
Sure.
I think it would have mattered more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if, again, I'm looking at the clock, not the watch, but the clock on the wall.
It's chase time.
It's chase time. We have Olga, I believe, is in the plane.
Yeah.
He's in the plane because he's the main character of the movie. Just another
generic, boring. I did like that they kind of smoked out. I thought that was kind of, clever.
I thought you'd like that.
I got a little traces of the Mutara Nebula.
Oh, yeah.
Not nearly as interesting.
No.
Not shot as cool.
And
a lot of CG at this point. And what I liked about the first movie, I never really got too much of that CG gloss.
No, just I noticed in the deck of cards was CG.
Yeah.
Yeah, those weren't real cards.
No, of course not.
No.
You can't deal cards properly.
No. You can't deal them like that.
Not like that. Yeah. Not like that.
Yeah, it wasn't even a real hand. And finally, they end up in this big, glorious sinkhole scene.
Right. Also known as a cave.
It's a cave. Well, I mean, to me, a cave has a roof.
Oh,
like you're in the cave.
Okay, I got
you. If you look up, you would see clouds and you would see the sky. Yeah. So that tells me it's not a cave.
It's like Oblivion, if you recall. They went down into the sinkhole, I guess. Not a cave.
Yeah. A cavern, which is just long for cave, right? Is that what that is? Is there a difference between cave and cavern? That's what I want to know.
What's fascinating is I don't think I've really put those two things together.
But this is a big scene for you. You like this scene.
No, I hate this scene.
Oh, sorry, I got mixed up here.
This is the heartfelt conversation that in any other movie would be a scene that I gravitated towards. And in this movie, she is so terrible that I feel nothing. I think Bond is okay, but he's got nothing to work with. This is a scene that, for a person that is, you alluded to last week, I love dialogue. Like, this would be a scene
built for you.
For me.
Yeah.
And it's so flat, I find, because, again, the performance is so thin. And we haven't really lived with that character enough to really feel her pain. But it's just that she sucks so bad. She's terrible. And it ruins the scene as a result.
I'm starting to think you're not a big fan of Olga's performance here.
Not my favorite.
That is definitely the vibe I'm getting. I want to share something with you that you probably may or may not know. But water and oil don't mix.
Strawberry Fields
with oil don't work out too well,
and oil don't work out
don't
too
work
well
out well.
And
we
segue.
We get her. Yeah.
Did you recognize who that was?
With it covered in oil?
Yeah.
No.
Like, did you think that was her?
Not
they
like
say it later, but
yeah, not instantly. No,
No,
but
me
but
neither.
pretty quick. Who else would it be?
yeah, I guess.
Because he slept with her.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Lucky man.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was
He's
bad.
had a good run.
But she's dead, and Bond is fired. Loses his gun.
He's done. Mission's over. You're off the case. What happens? 5 seconds later, he escapes from the handcuffs, from the guards that are taking him into the elevator.
They underestimated him. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Why are people underestimating? But you do get Olga to the rescue. She picks him up in her little VW
Oh yeah, that's
bug.
right. Yeah, get in
Yep.
for the second time.
And then they're off they go.
Off they go
Whatever.
into the sunset.
And now the CIA is meeting with
Yeah.
all the bad people.
Yeah.
Bond and Felix having their one interaction in this movie
Mhm.
at the bar.
Oh, that's right. Yes, because
Did you like this scene?
no, I did not like it. It's just propelling the plot forward. It's just tying up that end of okay. Well, Felix is one of the good guys. That's all this is doing.
But we don't even know that because
Well, we do
at the end,
because he plays the same character in every movie.
I've seen him more as bad guys, truthfully. But
Oh,
at the end, when he meets up with Harbour again, and I'll say this about that:
okay.
the movie
Seems a little hot.
clearly plotting. You mentioned last week the plot not being confusing enough that you kind of figure it out, but it also doesn't seem to matter.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one where I think it's a little bit more convoluted, but still doesn't seem to matter. The plotting of these movies don't seem to really matter. So you got Felix, you got Harbour. They're working with the other guys, but maybe not, and a little bit with Bond, but not enough to give him 30 seconds head start. You could have given him a 20-minute head start. Not everything has to be the last possible thing you say, right? Like, so there's
5 minutes would have been
the
nice,
way
yeah.
these angles are happening. I don't really care or know what's happening or who's on whose side, but it also doesn't seem to matter to the real story.
Well,
at
if
the
that
end.
was supposed to be a moment, was not a moment.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why have it then? It didn't seem to move the plot in any way.
And I said it did, didn't I?
Well,
I did.
yeah, like it's got to keep moving, but like I don't understand.
You're making me eat my words.
I just don't know the point of it. What is the CIA's angle with relationship to Bond itself?
I literally think it just wants to tell us that Felix is one of the good guys. That's
Yeah,
it.
okay.
That's it.
I'm
You're
not
reading
convinced.
way too much into it. Felix is a good guy. That's it.
All right. And then we've got the bad guy.
Do you even know who the bad guy is? What's his name?
It's Dominic Green.
Oh, yes, with an E on the end.
That's right. 'Cause
That's
he's got
right.
a Green Space or something is his
I
company.
remember now. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
ironic because he's not
that is ironic.
not that green.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they did it on purpose.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's pretty clever. But he has a scene now with Medeiros, the
Well,
president.
you know his name.
Of course.
Wow.
Who couldn't?
Mr. Medeiros. Yeah. Not a good deal.
They exchange the money,
Yeah.
and then actually, also, you're going to have to buy all our utilities from us. That's double what we pay. And then the bad guy talks some story and threatens him about waking up with his balls in his mouth.
Yeah, another ball
Another
theme in
balls
this movie.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just thought this bad guy is supposed to be so threatening, but it's not a meek thing. I'm not saying that he needs to be 6'3" and like jacked up to be threatening, but he is so bland a performer that his threats are just so generic to me that I'm like, I don't buy the threat that he poses to the president.
So you're not signing.
I would probably not sign.
Oh, well,
But he says, you know who I work for. But he says it with this dead stare. Like, I don't know. I hate this guy. I hate this villain.
Well, you're not supposed to like him.
No, but like I hate the performance.
2 performances now in this movie that you don't like.
And they're
That's going to be
pretty
problematic.
important.
Your final thoughts are not going to be pretty when it comes to performance.
No. No. We do have
A lot of fire.
like this is sort of wrapping up. This is the last.
This is what I remember from
This is
the
your
movie.
last
This is
10-15. Talk to me.
I would say ultimately compared to the rest of the movie, this is edited maybe a little bit better.
Okay.
Maybe because there's just always flames. So it's just cutting from flames to flames, but it doesn't feel as jarring. Now, I don't throw the word jarring around lightly.
No. No.
That's probably why I remember it.
Sure.
So I thought it was shot pretty well. And
I agree with you in that. It is,
Yeah.
I think, the best executed action sequence in the whole movie.
yes.
I think the flames go a long way. The building kind of collapsing, not unlike what happened at the end of the last movie with the water. We have the other element kind of.
It's kind of opposite where we don't like any of the chase scenes.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, but the aesthetic I thought was good, and I do enjoy ultimately what happens to Dominic by him kind of escaping out into the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Bond sort of clearly driving him further or picking him up at some point and driving him out or something.
Yeah. He doesn't want to kill anymore. He's done with that.
For now.
Gives him some motor oil.
That's right.
You're going to want to drink this because it would kill you, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
Take away the suffering.
He'll be so
dehydrated.
parched, dehydrated that you would need to try and quench it, and this is all that you would have.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Now, my question is, do you think it was 10W30 or 10W40 or 5W30?
Easily the 5W30. I can't even believe you asked me that question.
I didn't know if you knew your viscosities, but clearly you do because you own a car.
Yeah, don't you worry. We have now what is presumably the culmination of the Vesper storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
this is all ultimately about revenge. If you didn't figure it out by now.
Again, I don't think the movie leans enough into it, but that's the through line.
That's the character.
At least the bookending of the story is that.
Yeah, his whole attitude, the whole thing is revenge.
I don't think the movie does a good enough job to really solidify the. I think they say it a lot. I think we talked about this last week too. They say things a lot, like
words are
"You're
cheap.
the greatest man I ever knew," but there isn't a lot in between to sort of solidify that.
They never went out for chicken,
and that's kind of where I'm at with this, where she says, Bond, you'll have to get over it. But I don't see
good advice. That's
that
good
he's
advice.
that he's wrestling with it.
Yes.
So it feels more of an add-on than a coherent kind of through line of the story.
Are we on a tack-on situation?
It feels a little tacked on. Now, but
it's late
you're
in the day
having
to do
seen
that.
it. If you remember the first time, or even in this other time, did you clock that revenge thing? Because I don't know that it's fully represented, and maybe it's just I missed it. But I think the movie doesn't set it up throughout to say that this is a followed thread.
It pains me to say this. Believe me, you're right. You're right. I completely forgot about this last 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, we're still dealing with that.
Sure.
I forgot about the ex-boyfriend. We have to tie it all up. I was gonna go with sew, but tie makes it more sense.
Sew and a tie.
I prefer to crochet. But having said that, I love the fact that the agent with this new guy, with the ex-boyfriend's Canadian.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
And he turns out he's the bad guy.
He's a
bad guy.
He's got 2 necklaces, it seems.
He's a collector.
He does collect.
He does collect necklaces.
That's a little
necklie. I think it's the plural for necklaces. Necklie.
It's a little trite to me that it's like I've got one too, and like
that's
buying them
good.
in bulk. I don't understand.
That's good.
But
yeah, this movie ends on a high note.
I don't think you need it, and he doesn't kill him, which I thought he was.
No, that really goes against the Daniel Craig James Bond character.
Yeah, so maybe he is growing.
Yeah, there's growth there. Absolutely, he's getting closure. He's getting out of that mind prison.
That's right.
Which Olga's, great advice, Olga.
And I guess the Langley people, it's like that American story, I guess, kind of wraps up. The movie ends in a way that doesn't really satisfy.
Yeah.
But I do like the last line where M is sort of like, we need you back or something like that.
Of course,
like, you're the one that fired him like 20 minutes ago, so like get over yourselves.
Yeah.
But he says, I never left, and sort of walks away. Cool. I'm like, that's a pretty cool last line.
Yeah, he's committed.
Yeah.
He's committed. That's his only job. It's his identity.
Sure. Yeah. That everybody knows.
Yeah.
So I thought, all in all, I think the movie is not good.
Not good.
Not good. It's not terrible. It's not bad, but it's really not good. And I felt like a real big dip, personally, from what I had experienced in the last movie. What I thought, I've been missing this thing because I haven't watched any of them before.
I was afraid of that, of you being
this
disappointed.
Is a real, I don't really need to see anymore. I'm willing to, as obviously with the podcast.
How did I feel after Halloween 2?
Similar.
Okay.
I think I don't think you're like I'm good now, and that's why I thought what was clever, and you obviously didn't like the movie, but us just from an idea point saying we've told that story, we need to do something else because a third movie about Laurie in a hospital or not in a hospital, right? Like no one needs to deal with that right now, and I kind of feel about this. I don't care about Vesper. I barely care about M because that's
mean. Yeah,
no relationship there. They haven't expanded the relationship with Felix. If he's coming, like I don't know what the next one is, but everything I just saw in this movie doesn't make it interesting to see what's next.
Well, Phil, I don't know. I might pause. I don't know, but I'm not gonna.
You never know.
You never know. We'll see because there's
fair.
To do 5 straight is I have to take a break at some point because if you had done all 5 of Halloween at once, you wouldn't be here today. So your final thoughts of, if I can let me guess. Poor performances, generally speaking, outside of Daniel Craig.
Yeah, but I thought he wasn't very good either.
Because of the script?
Just generally. I don't think he just didn't have much to do.
Okay.
I liked his dynamic in the last one. I thought he had a little clever kind of glint in his eye. There was a little humor in there.
Did keep his shirt on, I believe.
Sure. There was nothing about the character in this that felt interesting, and I thought there was more of interest in the last one.
Okay.
I just think the movie just falls flat on everything it's trying to do, and it doesn't open any new doors after the last one. But that's me. Where are you at with this one, having seen it now again?
I'm disappointed. I wish it was a better movie because it feels like it should have been at least as good. I would say with Casino Royale, you have shoes roughly the size, say 9.5.
Okay.
Maybe 10.
All right.
So you have shoes that are relatively big to fill.
Okay.
This shoe size, Quantum of Solace, we're coming in at a size 7.5.
Okay.
Not
unlike the IMDb score.
Yeah.
More like a 5, I guess.
It did go down. I didn't actually check it out. I didn't want to know.
Shocking.
But ultimately, I'll stick with what I said in the beginning. I think this actually is a pretty good movie if it's edited differently.
Wow. Okay. It's putting a lot of weight on the editing.
I am, because if you can at least get the action sequences to be engaging and entertaining, and this is an action movie, if you've done that part right, you can have a few flaws here and there.
Sure.
And the other ones,
going for those chases or whatever, right?
Yeah, but if you can't get that right, like a scary movie, if you can't get the kills right,
there you go. Yep, it's good.
You're gonna fall flat, and this movie doesn't do anything else well, unfortunately. But we'll probably step away and then move on to something else. But thanks for being a good sport.
It's my pleasure. It's one of the beauties of this project is being able to see some movies that I would never have seen before.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's a win, and other times it's obviously not. But I like the opportunity.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that's it, folks. Thanks for joining. We do appreciate it. Dave and I are sometimes like oil and water, but unlike this movie, we blend those a little bit better than this disaster of a movie. Rate us 5 stars in your podcatcher of choice. Subscribe so you never miss an episode. And, of course, share the podcast with everybody you know. And we'll see you next week.
I'm happy with 4 stars.
Yeah. 3.5. It's fine.
I settle.
You settle all around.
My wife says she settled.
Yes. Yeah. But listeners, don't settle.
Don't settle.
5 stars. Good night.
Good night. Visit our Facebook webpage, even though it hasn't been updated since April 28th. But please go there and find nothing.
Yeah.
Find Mr. Megorium.
Check the archives.
Yeah.
That's a really good episode.